is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. They stay on the ground with Drake, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 36. A 10-yard pickup. And it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Drake looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 8 on the gain there. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Finding room inside. And he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. from the gun on third down, Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. On fourth down, Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. 5 touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the... And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to take over is Tampa Bay's offense. This is a Tampa Bay team, Charles, that in 2017, really, a lot of people's darlings coming into the year, and then they wound up being the only team in the NFC South not to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and part of it, only 27th in the league in rushing. And they thought they had a #1 running back in Doug Martin, who did not have a big year again in 2017. And last in the league in overall defense. So when you put that combo together, it makes it hard to win the games you need to win, especially in a tough division like the NFC South.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Sims. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Sims. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. To throw is Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson, 26 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Folk out there now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Right back to Drake. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, it's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run here with Sims, and he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down throw for Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Folk out there now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
And the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. On second down, it's Drake. Nowhere to go that time.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On play action, Winston looking downfield for Gap. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Folk out there now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he works 3. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the drive begins here with Sims. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Winston. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Tannehill hands to Drake. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they